Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Big King Steve studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, if you would be so kind to like our video here and consider subscribing to our channel. All the cool kids are doing it, so get yourself signed up. Click the bell, and that way you'll be notified every time we put up brand new content. And, of course, we want to know what you're playing today in the comment section. Give us your best plays, anywhere between 1 and 5. If you want to put more than that up there, that is totally cool. You want to help out your fellow handicappers, more power to you. However, for our purposes, just to keep me sane and get these videos shot in a reasonably timely fashion, we do ask that we are just going to grade the first 5, all right? And of course, you get enough of them right, we'll give you the shout out. And if you get the most right, just like the 3-way tie yesterday, you will be our capper of the day. That's right. We had Big Roo, King Ham, and Steve Godon all with a perfect sheet yesterday. And so we had a 3-way tie for capper of the day. And they did 2 of them gave us picks for the day. So we'll take a look and see how that went. And we'll take a look real quick, let you guys know about winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com. Make sure you check those out for all your deep dives into every game going on in America every single day. And especially get by for NFL and check out winnersandwhiners.com. We have expanded the number of articles where we're doing the full Monty as far as the breakdown goes. We used to just do the Monday night and Thursday nights. We've had such good reaction that we've gone to that format in as many games as we can. So get over there if you want to know every nook and cranny of these NFL games. Check that out, please. winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com. And we will take a look and see how we did here today. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check. It wasn't going well. Nick Rampero ended up, he was our capper of the day a couple days ago, day before yesterday, and he put up his capper of the day, play of the day. And I know 2 of them hit. He had Army minus 35. That came in. He had New Mexico State minus 7.5. That covered. And I didn't do a final check on the South Dakota game, Nick. My apologies. I know they were down. They were down early. I checked in the second half, and they were down. It wasn't going well, but you never know when they're going to right the ship, put up a couple touchdowns, and be able to cover that number. So let me know. You know, that's a... I hope everybody was on that. I hope it hit. I hope if everybody was on it, I hope that it hit, because that was 2 pretty good plays, and plus the South Dakota there. So for tomorrow, Steve Godon, he has put up his capper of the day, play of the day, the COD-POD, and it is the Houston Texans a plus 4.5 on the even line minus 110 at the Baltimore Ravens, and a Big Roo put up his COD-POD. And he likes those visiting Patriots, giving away 3.5 to the Philadelphia Eagles. So those are our two of our 3 cappers of the day. So those are their official best plays of the day. And as far as my best plays go, let's. We forgot to recap. You think that was like a Freudian slip? Awful is how we ended up. Man, it was the game. You know, a lot of these were close, really ugly close. We took the largest spread in the history of the world. No, not really, but one of the largest ones I've ever laid is we took Ohio State minus 52.5, and they left points on the board in the first half. Man, it killed us. They dropped a punt at the 20, and whatever donkey team there, Rutgers ended up scoring a touchdown on that one, and then they had first and goal. Ended up having 2 shots from the one yard line, couldn't get it in, and you knew. Those are the 14 points we needed right there, basically, to cover that number. So we come up short. Of course, they pulled the starters in the second half. Just not good. I don't know what kind of team of Rudies they had playing defense there in the second half. They let Rutgers come down and score yet again. So it came up a little short there. Northwestern. We're going to count that as a loss because it was above the number I capped it out. However, the bottom fell out of that number, and you were able to get Northwestern minus the 38 points, and they actually won by 39. They win 45-6 in that one against the truly awful UMass. Just awful. So I didn't hit it officially, but I know a lot of you did. A lot of you got down on that number, so congrats if you hit it. Maybe some pushes in there. Then we had the Tulane Temple over. They hit the wall on this one. They were at 50 and well in good enough shape to hit us over 54.5. I think is where we had that 54.5. And I know we needed a touchdown to go. And couldn't get it done. Tulane, they couldn't just get that last touchdown. They were down 8. And Temple was able to hold them out there as they end up on 50. And we had the Minnesota Golden Gophers, which certainly could have been an easy push for us, as we had Minnesota +3. If they wouldn't have missed the extra point of the last touchdown that they put up, that should have been a push. Actually had an outside shot. Well, we probably would have had a. It would have been, maybe we would end up losing anyway, because Minnesota would have had an opportunity to kick a field goal and tie it at the end, but that's not exactly what happened. So we lose that one by a point. Not to be outdone, we lose the LSU game by half a point. As speaking of horrible defense, oh my God, how do you give up 38 to Ole Miss? Seriously, guys, good God, they put 59 points on the board and don't cover the number. So yeah, not good. We did end up hitting Boise at the end. Yeah. So yeah, well that's if you're scoring at home, that is 1-5 on the day. By the way, that is our first losing day doing the Shallow Six. I think this is the 8th time in a way we've either been 3-3 or better. So. And yeah, it was a couple of heartbreakers there. On the premium side, I gave an extra couple of stars to the Florida game against Mizzou. I really like the Gators there. Mizzou just not able to do anything on offense. And we had the UTEP UAB under. Again, a game that we should have won. Third down play for UAB. All they had to do was run out the clock. About 5 minutes left. No, 3rd and 7, they throw for the end zone, 40-yard bomb, and they hit it. So that beats us barely. We had, but we got it back a little bit. We had an Air Force backdoor cover on a pick 6 at the very end of the game, and so we end up going. And then we had the Oregon Arizona over. So we ended up going 2-2 on the day as Oregon did their job, but Arizona just couldn't get anything going offensively. I really thought they'd be able to throw the ball effectively, but that was not to be the case. So 2-2 we go on the premium side, 1-5 on the Shallow Six. So if you're scoring at home, and I certainly hope you are, that's going to be a 3-7 day for us, and that's about enough of that shit as far as college football goes, because that has kind of been our bread and butter this year. We've been about 500 on the NFL and really been making hay on college football. So yeah, not a great day for us. All right, so let's take a look at the at my picks here for today in the NFL. Let's see if we can finish the weekend on a high note, if you will. Taking a look in the NFC as the Cowboys, it'll be the battle of blue and silver as the Cowboys travel to Detroit to take on the Lions. Cowboys 7-point favorite right here. If Matt Stafford were getting the start in this one, it might be a different pick. But they have the Lions. They've got 2 legit big play threats at receiver in Kenny Galladay, who actually leads the NFL in touchdowns, and Jones as well. It would have been fun to see Stafford throw the ball 50 times against the Cowboys. Instead, we get Jeff Driscoll. Everybody, Jeff Driscoll. Love your strawberries, buddy. Not that excited about your football. Driscoll spent much of the day last week in his first start checking down, and he averaged just 5.8 yards per attempt on 45 attempts. Dallas, as far as their defense goes, they just added Michael Bennett a couple games back to an already formidable pass rush that features Quinn and Lawrence, and that could spell a long day for this Detroit offensive line, in particular for backup right tackle Tyler Crosby. On the other side of the ball, the Lions struggle to stop the run. Their linebackers certainly underperforming up to this point, and they're going to be without their best run stopper in Deshaun Hand. Cowboys, they should be able to control the clock and limit the chances for the Lions. Give me the boys minus the 7 points in this one. And we're going to finish it off. We're going to move to Indianapolis as the AFC battle as the Jaguars travel to Indy, take on the Colts. I'm looking at the under 43 in this one. I am not convinced that Nick Foles is just going to step in to the starter's role for Jacksonville and have everything go smooth as silk. In addition, Jacoby Brissett is back, but I'm not convinced that he's 100%. I think it was just a matter of the powers that be figuring a banged up Brissett is going to be better than a healthy Brian Hoyer. Perhaps a bigger problem is the Colts seem to be kind of running out of players to throw the ball to. T.Y. Hilton is out. Hotshot rookie Campbell is out. And I think we're going to see a lot of Marlon Mack and Leonard Fournette in this one. Both defenses are playing pretty well. Jacksonville's given up 17 or less in 3 of their last 4, while the Colts, over their last 5, they've given up an average of just 18.2 points per game. Just not going to be enough offense in this one. Give me the Jaguars Colts under 43. And now we're going to finish up with a play from the West Coast as the Chicago Bears travel to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. I am again looking at the under in this game of 39. All right, kids, I'll bite. The Rams are struggling on offense, and the Bears, well, they really haven't had a competent offense since Walter Payton hung them up. Now they're going to be without their top 2 tight ends, and running back David Montgomery is going to be a game-time decision. Here's the thing about Montgomery. Hasn't been that good when he's healthy. Averages just 3.7 yards per carry, and he has rushed for more than 67 yards just one time. For the all the struggles on offense, their D, of course, it's still very good as far as the Bears go, and it's especially impressive for an offense that can't move the chains, where they end up spending a lot of time on the field. I think, once again, both the defenses, I think defense is dominating this, and the Bears will pitch in by not being able to do much on the offensive side of the ball. Give me the Rams-Bears under 39. It's going to be an underwhelming day. Give me the Jaguars and Colts under 43. And we'll start the day with the Cowboys at -7 up against those Detroit Lions. At the end of the day, you guys can join me. We will pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, let's take a look and see how you guys did today. All right, pretty cool. Tough day for a lot of our cappers out there. I wasn't the only one. I did see. I certainly did contribute, as I saw a lot of my picks. The people were playing, so it ended up not going too swimmingly here. But let's dissect the damage and see who made money, because some of you definitely made a little jack. You know what I'm saying? Nick Rampero, by the way, he put up the play of the day today. Oh yeah, we talked about that. The Army, South Dakota, and New Mexico State. So my apologies. I forgot I had to check that. I usually mark the games, but I don't have a final, and I did not mark that South Dakota game. So yeah, like I said, I didn't check it in the second half. My apologies. I hope it worked out for everybody. Steve Godin. Steve had a couple of hits today. He had Bama -17.5. He had Washington State -10.5. Wazoo came through on that one. Super Cisco. He had Alabama first half -10.5. That ended up being a good play. And he had Syracuse on the money line. Holy mackerel. Yeah, they took care of business right there. And he said I should just take the Ohio State team total over 55.5 instead of trying to cover the number. Yeah, that would have certainly been the play. Although, let's see, what they ended up at. Where they end up at 56, right? 56-14. Am I right on that one? 49-14. 49-14, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. You know, it's amazing. I don't remember shit when we don't win. So I don't. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think it was 49. I don't think they got into the 50s on that one. I know they just covered by 35. So, anywho, what else did he have? Oh, Syria and. So yeah, he had Syracuse on the money. That was ended up being a good play. Syracuse won that one by a lot. Shad Spoon had LSU -21. Nice job there, not having to lay the hook, Shad. I don't know if you bought it or if you just got a good line, but it made you money, or saved you money to be more accurate. And then he made money on the other two picks. He laid that chalk. It was a chalky day for Shad Spoon. It worked out okay. He had Bama -19, Clemson -30. He goes 2-1 plus 200 on the day. Lou Flacco pointed out to me that the Magic won by 2 points, not 3 points, night before last, and that is absolutely true, Lou. I did once we don't win it, I tend to get fuzzy with the details. So yeah, we had 3.5 to cover on that. Although I know it got to 2 at some books, so maybe some people got a push out of that one if you played it. I certainly hope so. Truckee Medic had a decent day. He had Air Force -10, Florida -7, and Alabama -19. He goes 3-2 on the day, plus 80. Nice job, Truckee. The astute Aardvark, He had the kind of day that I had. I'm just going to leave it right there. Me and the Ard were a match made in heaven today. Jimmy Jack said Mason Rudolph grabbed his sack. He deserved it. Oh man, I haven't seen that angle, but you know, again, if you listen to any of these old timers in the NFL, man, I think there's a lot of sack grabbing that goes on down there at the bottom of the pile. I think there's a lot of nasty shit that we don't want to know about. So I'm going to stand by my original assessment that there is no place for that, and no matter what happens, you've got to keep your cool. You can't hit somebody over the head with a helmet. Can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry, Jimmy Jack. No sack grab or no sack grab, brother. You can't hit somebody over the head with a helmet. All right, Young News said, I'm going 2 ways today. That's what she said. Thank you. Good night, everybody. He said, I'm following the Confused Oracle. I couldn't find the Confused Oracle's picks anywhere. Very frustrating. And he said, my own picks are Florida State first half, Ohio State first half, and Wisconsin minus 14 and Florida minus 7. You know what those all did? Those all hit. That's what happened with that right there. Nice job, Young News. That's 4-0 plus 400 on the day. Well done, my friend. Jorge Correa said, thanks for the picks. Always a pleasure to hear your take on the games. I'm going to give you some gems today. And he did leave us a couple diamonds in the rough there. He had Baylor plus 10.5, and he had Memphis minus 10.5. A lot of people, and he was on a couple games that were very popular today. Navy and Wake Forest. Two that made my almost made my final cut. I'm not going to lie. I liked both those picks quite a bit. They didn't quite make it, and neither one of those were worth a damn. So yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised that Wake Forest didn't put up a little better fight against Clemson. They are the Tigers are absolutely rolling right now because they make Wake Forest a good team. They did lose Say Sherratt. They're all everything wide receiver, but they've got a bunch of weapons there. I really expected a better showing out of them. Kent P said, let's find some winners, baby. Kent P had Georgia, Baylor, and Florida minus 6.5. He lost on Cincinnati. He also had USC minus 4 as of this recording. We don't have a final on the USC game, but Kent, he did have a profitable day. As it stands right now, he is 3-1. And that's going to be plus 210 on the day. Nice job, Kent. Daniel Ruan, he said it hasn't been good the last 2 days, but time to get back to winning. That's exactly what he did. Is he hit Clemson and he hit the Portland Trailblazers. Lost on the Knicks, goes 2-1 plus 90. The Confused Oracle, I did see this one. Said, is Akron off today? Darn it. Yeah, dude. We can only play them once a week, and that sucks too. Because that's as REO Speedwagon said, that's easy money right there, my friend. Derek Saunders said, figures the first day with a new bookie, and I go 1-3. Hopefully a better day today. You know what? And I talked about in the comment section, Derek, nothing wrong with the chumming a little bit in the water before you set him up for the big takedown. He did have Northwestern 38.5. I should have been using your bookie. And took some couple bad beats on he had the Habs and the Devils under 6.5. They went to overtime to score 7. Yeah, just not good. Just some bad breaks there. Then he did have the Avalanche on the money line as well. Tenko, he had some parlays that he put out there, and it was a rough day for Darwin in his first 5 picks there. Kyle Z said, "Yep, I'm going to have some serious chalk too. School has been rough, but I always have time to cap college Saturday. Hey, I got more faith in you now, Kyle. I was worried you were screwing up your priorities and taking that school way too seriously." He had Florida minus 6. He said he bought the half point. Hates the half points. He had Bama minus 18.5. He had a parlay with Central Michigan and Central Michigan on the money line. And that paid plus 296. He had a 2-way 6-point teaser with Florida minus a half and Virginia Tech minus a half. No reason to tease that one, buddy. Those teams both absolutely rolled. And that made him a little money there. And he also had Baylor plus 10.5. So this is the disrespect here. It's either a close game or they get blown the fuck out. You were absolutely right. They just about blew out Oklahoma until they woke up and remembered they were Oklahoma. And he said, if you're up, just honestly take half of it and throw it here. He said Kentucky minus 10. Strictly a trends play. And he also had the USC game there as far as a late night play. Big Roo, he had a couple from the world of college basketball. We capped his first 5, and he went 3-2 there. He also put up a bonus play North Dakota State, and that one hit. But officially, he went 3-2 on the day, plus 80, and he had the Citadel up and over 154. And I remember we rode the Citadel hard early in the season last year. We might be taking a look at that as this gets sorted out going forward. That is a team that likes to shoot and not play defense. King Ham said, oink, oink, evil pig laugh. Told you so. Said today he likes Alabama minus 17.5. Yes, sir. He's fading all the Penn State cappers, which I didn't see a lot of Penn State picks. But I guess he's seen that other places. Indiana plus 15.5. That cashed. And he's also fading all of you Northwestern cappers and taking UMass at plus 43. Nice number there, buddy. Well done. Let's see if my theory sticks. Well, it certainly did on those 2 picks. Well done, King Ham. Well done. And his play of the day for tomorrow is it's the Patriots minus the 3.5. That's right. So King Ham ends up going 3-0 on the day, plus 300. Nice job, your porkitude. Roland Mims. Roland had a couple. He had Wisconsin, he had Oklahoma State, and a couple other ones. He also hates the half points. Agreed. Texas T Talk Show. He got juice today. He had Northwestern minus 38.5, never a doubt, and Boise State minus 27.5. Pat Cogney had an interesting fact here. He said to underscore what a mismatch the Ohio State Rutgers game is, the money line at 5 dimes is currently Rutgers plus 175,000. So that means you take away the last 2, the decimal points is actually plus 1750. So he says, I've obviously seen higher spreads, but I can't recall a higher money line on a football game. I'm with you there. Yeah, just to do that math out of you, a $20 bet wins you $35,000 if Rutgers would have been able to win. And you know what? You'd have been pissing away your $20. Yeah, on the home team. Yeah, absolutely. That was the home team that was that kind of underdog. Sebastian Arnoldson, I appreciate your content. Thank you for all your hard work. Thanks to all the cappers in the chat. Best of luck this weekend. Absolutely. You're certainly welcome on my part, and I thank you, all the cappers as well, taking time to put their plays in there and help each other out. So I'm all over the place because of the money I made off the Dolphins money line last weekend. So please proceed with caution. He had a tennis play. He had Dominic Thiem, and he's got some NFL plays up there. He was less successful in the world of the NHL, and then he had Washington was the last pick there. So not a great day for Sebastian. Hopefully he's still got a little bit of that Miami money left, but he did put up a ton of plays. And I'd be honest, I didn't go through and check them. So hopefully, if anybody was taking a look at those plays, hopefully all of those came in. Carl Mazansky said, "Hi Scott, don't forget if you're ever in Boston, Mass, lunch is on me." Absolutely, Carl. I will. I will cut a bitch for a lobster roll in Boston. I really will. I love a lobster, and you can only get good ones on the East Coast where the cold water is, anywhere from Maine down to Massachusetts. Big fan of the lobster roll. I'll look you up, Carl. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it to Boston again. Hammered Hanks, it's a good day to pull out of a slump, and he went 1-2 on the day. He had Auburn. Did hit Butler from college basketball, but he took our big number with Ohio State. Steven Tejada, he's got some NFL action for tomorrow. So let's see here. We got. And I didn't put everybody in there, but you know who you are. But I do know who won. So we've got our Plaza Cappers. Was a Big Roo, Truckee Medic, Daniel Ruan, and Shad Spoon goes plus 200. Big Roo's 80. Truckee Medic was 80. Daniel Ruan plus 90. Young News goes plus 400, 4-0. But our capper of the day, everybody, it is the one, the only Nick Rampero. Nick, not jacking around, goes 3-0 straight picks, 1-0 on his teasers, 1-0 on his parlay, and Nick goes plus 696 on the day. Did I not put Nick's picks in there? I don't remember reading those. What the hell did I... Losing my motherfucking mind. Huh, oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't... Okay, I don't know how I did that. Operator error, but trust me, Nick did go 3-0. He had everything in sight. He had a 2-team parlay, 2-team teaser, and 3-0 straight picks. So Nick Rampero, well done, new daddy. You, once again, my friend, you're finding enough time to cap. Proud of you. Plus 696. You, my friend, are our capper of the day. Congratulations. If you got any plays for Monday, whether it's a Monday Night Football or college, whatever it is, throw that up there for us, and I'll be happy to get the word to the masses, all right? And for the rest of you, congratulations. Make a little money out there. If you didn't make a little money, that's what today is for, everybody. Time to catch up on Sunday, all right? No matter what happens, though, we'll meet back here about 24 hours from now. We'll do our thing. We will bitch about our bad beats, brag about those fat stacks, and then it'll be Monday Night Football. It'll be your Kansas City Chiefs, and, where else would we rather be but firing it up and doing it all again. You guys take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.